look at it.
Was you the bitch that gave my man extra fucking sauce? What you trying to say, ho?
That's not the only thing I gave him, Miss Piggy.
Bitch, who is you calling Miss Piggy? I'm finna ring your black ass. Was you the bitch that gave...
I just want you guys to look at the background because, yeah, what she's saying is wild, and this is a chubby black woman, and she does look like other chubby black women with the big arms, but the background, I'm sold. All this other stuff here, it looks believable. You know what I'm saying? Like, not only they got the video, they got what we call bokeh, right? I used to be a photographer for 8 years, so, the background's blurry or whatever. You got people looking in the background, this white guy's looking. It looks real. Like, the arm, like, bro, if this is what AI looks like for just videos, video games should be going crazy in the future, bro.
Y'all, I'm out here sharking. But he got to be able to show me a stack bigger than mine, okay?
Boy, be so for real. Don't play with me. Y'all, we finna leave.
It's crazy because someone pointed out, they're like,
but here, shark.
They were like, where did that hand come from? Like this hand right here. See, how are you holding a camera? And also there's a hand of money next to you, right? And it doesn't even make any sense. As long as it mocks black people, they're going to do it. Whoever's making it, right? My assumption is black people are not making it. Here's a funny one. This is like a mukbang of a girl eating a seafood boil. Look at this one.
Y'all, this about to get messy, but it's going to be worth it. Nah, this hit no different. Y'all, this about to...
The whole leg just disappeared. Did you see? I want you to watch it again. She ate the crab leg and the whole thing disappeared. But it looks kind of real besides that, right? AI is kind of glitchy still or it makes mistakes like that. But it still looks real.
I'm going to be real. I don't like those AI videos of black women. I just know black people aren't making them. They're making them to be all the negative stereotypes of black women, and I don't like it. I'm gonna be real.
I think it's kind of funny. I hate to say it this way. I mean, I do think it's kind of racial what's going on behind it. But what I think is very interesting is how well they mocked us. They did a great job.
In a little simple necklace. Huh? They have her hand. The hands look real. They have the fingernails. They have our nails, y'all. They got her in a bonnet with lashes. This is not a human. She is not a Christian. And how much you want to bet black faces are going to be used as marketing tools because black women are the most influential women in the world. You can irrefutably. They're going to start using us, generating us for AI to sell their products and not have to pay us because they already steal our ideas in the first place. I'm clocking it now. I guarantee you, we are going to have to bear the brunt of AI. And we are in the medieval stages right now of artificial intelligence.
AI is so scary. Down to the nails, the products you use, the voice. Spot on. I officially don't believe everything I see on the internet. I already didn't, but now I definitely don't. What makes matters worse is this AI Aaliyah has a page as an influencer. Watch her get more followers than me.
Don't trust no man without no blicky.
Oop, who you feeling like?
Because if shit gets sticky, where the fuck that blicky?
Bitch, you too old to be saying this shit, bitch. Calm down.
I don't trust no man without no blicky.
Gluck I gave him and he still went to LaShondra. I'm pissed. Men ain't shit. Daquan, get your ass back here. You got 3 kids, bitch. Where the hell you think you going?
Y'all, I shot that stupid motherfucker. Now how the fuck am? I'm finna get child support, damn it. I thought this gun was a Nerf gun. Fuck.
After all that gluck I gave him and he still went.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem Recha HaKwadash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone. Honors as well to you other elders, you brethren, you fellow believers of this truth. Shalom to you few sisters that support this truth. And shalom to the elect. So anyway, I don't want to make this another so-called black woman video, but in the wake of us trying to wake up the elect men, we have to call out the wickedness that's going on in the so-called black community. I don't know why anybody would call it a community because it's not together. Anyway, these so-called black women, we say Eves, They are pissed off because AI is now generating something that they even helped create. Before this AI generation, AI generated video clips and AI itself, the black woman was already created and already generated over years, right, of feminism. Some oppression is involved, right? The trickery of oppression gave them good jobs, lifted them up, took accountability away from them, and then this is what you created. You got the rapper, her name is Glorilla, right? So in other words, as long as they can eat these mukbangs and act like gorillas running up and down trees and like hyenas, it's okay. But when AI decide, hey, I'm gonna come in on the take, so you see, you were set up. Feminism was designed to set you up, and now you're seeing that all your jobs will be done away with. It's easy to see why Isaiah 4:1 will happen. A lot of you black women, so-called black women, you Israelite strangers, foreigners that look like other nations, well, guess what? Your jobs is under attack. AI is now making rap videos. They're even creating their own movies where they don't even need you. They don't even need actors anymore. They had a sci-fi show called Black Mirror, and Black Mirror was showing all of that. Well, the lady got mad and she wanted to sue, but she signed a contract so she can get some of the money off of the movie. But what was in the movie was very derogatory, and it shamed her. She didn't like it, but she couldn't sue because the contract said what it said. Anyway, so you created this. Now we know that the Heavenly Father created it, set it up. Deuteronomy 28:28 says the Lord shall smite thee with madness. But the black woman, you fell for this. You generated this, right? And now when you see AI just making a carbon copy of you, you don't like it. Only you're allowed to be wicked. AI is not allowed to be wicked. But anyway, Galatians 6:8, it says, for he would soweth to his flesh, or she, shall of the flesh reap corruption, right? But he that soweth in the Spirit shall be of the Spirit and reap everlasting life. Let me go up some. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever man soweth, which goes to woman as well, that shall he or she also reapeth. You sowed this. You created this. You didn't want a man in the home. You said, hey, we don't need men. We're on our own. We sold out for the paycheck, which you all need men because your AC run out, your car break down, you need groceries from the store, you need the hair weaves. It all comes from men bringing, let me say, flying things over, transporting in ships, right? Being driven in big trailers, and all these jobs are at stake. You know, the AI is going to take over everything, and we can see that coming. You're not going to have no need for certain construction, right? You're not going to have no need for these office jobs. Teachers, you're under attack too. You know, what would be the need for teachers? Now they got online schooling. AI is going to teach that. It's a whole lot of stuff about to change along with these prophecies. And these are the miracles that he's working. A lot of you people don't understand that they're linking you to the chip without even having the chip in you. But they're linking you to it so you'll be accepting of it. You can buy AI wives and stuff. And it's getting crazy out here, man. Anyway, I ain't going to make this long. I just wanted to, bring a point. Why is the black woman so pissed off? They only mocking what you do, right? If I was somebody who was a thief and I like to go into the store and steal, then why should I get mad if somebody imitates, or an object or a computer program imitate me going into the store and stealing? Maybe it's a right of privacy. A right against your privacy. Maybe you should be allowed to steal on your own. Maybe you should be allowed to act like an animal and an ape crawling up a tree on your own and slashing your own child's father's tires, and going to McDonald's and throwing over the hamburgers, right? Shooting up McDonald's and not getting charged for it, not going to jail for it. And if you do 6 months, right? Rolling into child support, all you care about is the money. The hell with the children. I remember they forced me to try to get custody of my children, which I did. But, well, let me say sons. And what they did is they forced me to go to some parental class. 9 times out of 10, men don't show up for that. But the ones of us who did, all I remember is the black woman raising her hand asking for money. And it's come to the point that everything is so sexualized, right, that these women are blindly having sex, just out of control. And when you're out of control like that, there's no order. They're hoping you destroy your bodies. When you lay down with that many men, you pretty much destroyed yourself. You're not going to be a good mother. The ability of you, they know the psychology of it. The ability for you to be a good mother and a loving wife has diminished, right? And then since you had hookup culture, we got a place for you to get rid of your child. But no education on, hey, don't be doing this, right? It's almost like they influence you to do it. Remember, she said the black woman is the greatest influencers. Of what? BBLs, Nicki Minaj? Or what? You don't see on a long scale, big scale, you don't see the Moabite woman doing that, or the Ishmaelite woman. You don't see them you don't see the white Edomite woman doing that. Where's the Chinese sexy red? The Moab and Ammon sexy red? Right? Where are they at? Where are the Moab Nicki Minaj? We are the salt of the earth, and it's hard for other nations to match us. But look how wicked we are, man. Anyway, let's go to Hosea 4:14. I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom. This is the Lord saying, I won't even punish them. Nor your spouses when they commit adultery. What is that adultery talking about? Unto other gods. It's not talking about sleeping with other well, it is part of that. Sleeping with another woman who has a husband. Right? All this is really going into the practice of the Queen of Heaven, the worship of other gods. And that's how it isn't specifically the sexual aspect of it that comes, but it's really bowing down to the other god. And when you get women gathered together and the ingredients of Queen of Heaven, sexual liberty, they have now committed to bowing themselves down, even though they haven't slept with anybody. But when the mind is programmed and changed, then everything in the actions come with it. For themselves are separate with whores, right? They're separated with whores, and they sacrifice with harlots. Therefore, the people that doth not understand shall fall. And that's what happened with when Phinehas put the javelin through the Israelite. Not because that was a heathen woman. It was because the practices of the heathen worship. You know, every time you see the word whoredom, is not always talking about a sexual act. Right? And then you have harlots who submit to other gods and influence you to be with other gods. And that's where you get these women influencers, the black women influencers in TikTok. And now they're upset. I don't know why. Maybe they're saying that it should only be us being that wicked. Nobody has the right to show our wickedness but us. Maybe that's what they're saying. I don't know. It's some weird stuff. Proverbs 11:18. The wicked man or woman earn an empty wage, but he or she who sows righteousness shall reap a true reward. Right. What did you do? You sold out your husband, the nuclear family, the relationship, all because you wanted the bag. Now, we know it's order ab chaos even in all scenarios. We understand that when years back, when a whole lot of women was on housing, they was in the projects, the roaches, that was all part of the oppression. So now we can give you the opportunity. This is how the psychology of it is. We oppress you, right? We destroy you. We make you feel so low that when we give you this gift, you will never turn back. You will appreciate us for it, and you will throw your own man out of the house for it, right? And that's what they've done, right? We was oppressed as a nation, and then they decide, Esau, he decides to fuel this, right, and hook the woman up. And now when you see the woman is hooked up, gave her careers, had her chase her jobs, taxing, now she doesn't even have the ability to be a mother. So the fathers are removed and the mothers are removed, and now you can see the outcome when it comes to the children. This is what it is. And now you have a generation of 30 and even some 40-year-olds, 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds, teenagers. I mean, we all been destroyed, but look at it now. If it can't get any worse than what it is. The wicked earns deceptive wages, but one who sows righteousness shall get a reward, right? And the deceptive wages also came from the destruction and destroying this, taking down the Israelites, and they're wicked. So even when you bow down to the wickedness, you sold yourself unto the wickedness. You took the payoff. Really, a lot of the black women, these Eves, they were like, they were tools used to help destroy the family, pretty much. There's no other way to say it. And they were used, and they don't realize it. And the only way they're going to wake up out of that is they're going to have fear of the Lord. And they're going to wake up and say, a portion of them going to wake up and say, damn, I was wicked as hell. And some of them going to die in their iniquity. Anyway, I just thought this is interesting, that how can the black woman say, I'm upset, I don't agree with it, especially in wickedness and unrighteousness, the wickedness that they're doing. And then when somebody learns, this is what Esau does. He learns your culture and then he hijacks it. Like when you used to hack for cars, and then now they got the Uber and Lyft. That's all they've done. They're predators. They've predatorized our lifestyles, and they hijacked it, and they created their own, and they'll make it their own. And that's what they did with Eve. They hijacked it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying this is what they do. If you was in the truth, you would know that. They hijacked, mimicking the black woman, understanding how she works. That's why when you go on YouTube or you go to shopping, they look at your history and they start feeding you things to help you buy more things. They want to understand your habits, how you move, and that's how they keep you destroyed, And now you're mad. You sold out. So you signed the contract when you took that bag. So now you got to deal with the consequences. And a lot of you women, you don't repent, you're not going to have jobs. Them cashier jobs, almost out of there. They already got self-checkout, and when them AI robots come in there, that's it. And this really go for all of us, because the whole workforce is under scrutiny. You know what I'm saying? There's not going to be any jobs. So this is where Isaiah 4:1 is going to have to take place, where 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. Anyway, that's all I have on that. Shalom.